And we're live. Got my coffee. I'm actually getting a late start to the day. I was feeling pretty sick last night, so I took the morning off. And I'm working this afternoon, but I figured I'd hit y'all with another pod, dude. Shout out to CrossFit Carolina Beach. Rocking your shirt today. Hope to get back there with y'all for a workout sometime soon. The new partnership sounds sick. All right, dude. So what I thought I would do today, man, was start with kind of a reaction video. Um, there's this artist, Gifted Hands. I've been vibing with his stuff for like the last probably like year and a half or something like that. And he's got this song that's just sick. So I'm probably gonna play it and then like cut my audio out here and there, and then like just react a little bit, probably just to like a first few lyrics. All right, this is Gifted Hands, and the song's called Your Gift Makes Room. Let's run that back. Got a call coming in on my phone, kind of mess things up. I used to hear this little voice. Why won't you quit? You're not enough. Think you got it bad. There's plenty of people who got it rough, and you not one of them. Plenty of people who deserve love, but you not one of them. Belittling and humbling, I'm used to it. Devil's deceit had me believe there was some truth to it. Desperate for peace, pressure with grief, I had to move through it. Struggling to see why I should live. When I looked around, it seemed like there was nothing I could give. Man, it was times I couldn't speak about what was happening underneath. No faith, all fear, and a fraction of unbelief in the dark. Maybe if I open my heart, there might be a way to get closer to God. But tell me how, what's the purpose of my life, oh Lord? Tell me now, what's the reason why I'm fighting for? I'm yelling now, if you hear me, let me hear your voice. Help me out, please speak and don't fail me now. I wanted the pain to stop, the suffocating, the seas. It's really crazy how dry the desolation was bleeding me. My whole body was accepting its fate. Nobody was detecting a thing. I started talking to God, fell down on my knees. He soothed all of my thoughts. I cried myself to sleep that week. But I wasn't doomed, you see, cause I was blessed with the great gift that made room for me. If you ever had a dream, I'ma need you to stay right here. Might be hard to achieve, but believe you'll succeed with closing that gap between you and those great ideas. If you ever had a goal, ever thought about taking a chance, with every breath, you gotta do the work step by step. Trust God and have faith in His plan. Okay, my life is like a dream. I'll cut it there, brother. One thing I love about this Gifted Hand song, dog, is he talks about the depth and kind of despair of being depressed. And I was just reading the classic, I think it's like the original text on cognitive behavioral therapy. And I don't know if y'all know too much about this, but it's like, I feel like one of the most like scientifically proven like forms of therapy. It's like widely practiced today. I think this book came out in the late 90s by David D. Burns, Feeling Good. It's about like CBT, the practice of CBT and stuff like that. But one of the things he talks about is kind of how like the depressed person has an inaccurate view of reality. And I think that's why that Gifted Hands song resonates so hardcore, you know, like because it's the classic hero's journey, right, throughout the song. The depth of the despair, like feeling worthless, feeling like you have no gift to give to the world. And then ultimately, you know, that hook comes in and he talks about like, if you ever had a dream, I'm gonna need you to stay right here. Like he's like coming around with it like, yo, like I was in the depth of despair, but because I went through to the deepness of those depths of negativity, of kind of inaccurate, depressed worldview, you know, I'm coming up on top. You know what I'm saying? And not only am I going to bring myself up, but I'm gonna bring y'all up with me, bro. So much love to Gifted Hands, bro. Go check him out, man. It was Why Not Start was like the original track that I found him with, and
gifted hands. If you see this, bro, hope we can connect at some point, man. Maybe I'll have you on the pod. But yeah, dude. So kind of wanted to start the old pod off with that, dude. Other thing I wanted to touch on, man. Um, the A lot of folks are frustrated with like Elon Musk right now, and I totally feel that, dude. Like, I'm sure there's people throughout the spectrum that believe what he's been doing with Doge and like stuff like that. Like, some people might believe it's all bad, some people might believe it's all good. Maybe reality is kind of a mix of the two. But who knows, man? I'm not here really to touch on that today. But one thing I am not mad at Elon about is this idea of space travel and becoming an interplanetary species, man. Because I know that there's been like a lot of spaceship rocket debris going everywhere, and like, I'm not really big, I'm not a big dude who's like big on pollution, dog. Like, that's not really my wave. I'm not really like into climate change like that. Like, I definitely believe in healing the planet, and like being good stewards of the earth. But I was reading this book, like several months ago, I want to say. It's called The Dirty Life, a memoir of farming, food, and love by this farmer, Christian Kimball. It was a great book, dude. And like, I'm somebody who routinely, every like 6 months or so, like wants to kind of throw it all away and become a farmer. So I'm big on like permaculture, ethically sourced food. Anyway, dude, I know that's kind of hard to do in the U.S. when big ag and corporations kind of like own a lot of the means of production for food and stuff like that. But I thought it was interesting because Kristen Kimball quotes, I believe, Thomas Jefferson in the beginning of this book. And I guess like Thomas Jefferson felt like the agrarian farmer was like critical to the success of American like democracy. So I was asking Chat about that, dude, Chat GPT, and I was like, dude, is it even feasible in today's day and age with the population changes, like for us to be like a nation of agrarian farmers? And we'll bring Chad in right now and ask him. Yo, what's up, Chat?
Hey Chad, how's it going?
I'm good, bro. ChatGPT calls me Chad because I call him Chat, but I don't know. It's a weird thing, so you'll get used to it. Chat will probably be joining the pod from time to time. But Chat, we're here on a podcast right now, dude, and I was just telling the audience about Kristen Kimball's book, The Dirty Life, and how she talks about like Thomas Jefferson believed that like the agrarian farmer was like a fundamental building block of American democracy. And with today's day and age, dude, like with population the way that it is that even like a feasible vision in today's day and age?
That's a great question, Chad. It's interesting to think about how Jefferson's vision of an agrarian society would fit into today's world. With the current population and technological advancements, it's definitely a different landscape. But the principles of sustainable agriculture and local farming are still relevant, especially in terms of food security and environmental impact. What do you think?
Dude, what I'm trying to get at here, bro, and you answered this question differently the other day, but like in terms of land area, say in the US versus population, like could the majority of the people even be agrarian farmers in terms of sheer numbers?
I see what you're getting at. In terms of land area versus population, it's unlikely that the majority could be agrarian farmers today, simply because we have a much larger population now. Modern society relies heavily on diverse job roles in urban centers. So, while small scale farming and local agriculture are vital, having the majority of farmers probably isn't practical.
So there you have it, dude. And what I was getting at with Chad, I was like, damn. So then I was like, man, this interplanetary species thing sounds kind of cool, bro. Like, if you were like, hey, Zach, dude, I got like this property on Jupiter, man, you might want to buy it. Like, I would be down to like invest in space, bro, like, and kind of get in early in space. But I know that like none of the planets really in our solar system, I guess they're thinking like maybe Mars or whatever, like really like have like water and signs of life. So like it probably have to be like some kind of planet in like another solar system, and then there's like science has got to catch up with us even getting there to the planet. I'm by no means an astrophysicist or a dude that really understands space. I'm kind of a novice to this. But y'all might judge me for this next part, dude. But imagine I have my space house. Like, I would be down to, like, hook up with an alien woman. Like, y'all might think I'm weird for saying that. But if, obviously, like, she'd have to speak like enough Spanish or English for us to like be able to like really communicate enough to know that it was like a consensual thing. Cause like I'm not like trying to be on some Christopher Columbus manifest destiny type shit. Like that's not my wave, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like I'd like to visit with other planets, but like I'm not trying to be like in that colonizer role, you know what I'm saying, and play out, how things got played out before. But assuming, we were in space, I would be down to have like a consensual relationship with an alien woman, but a lot of ifs there, a lot of different factors. It would be kind of strange if we were on another planet and homegirl's like fluent in Spanish or English. That would be crazy. A lot of things would have to line up, but I'm just saying, dude, I think we should be open to the multiplanetary species thing, dude. Like, there is some pros and cons of the game. Like, obviously, like burning those fossil fuels and then the rocket debris, like, it's not really good for the planet that we'd want to save. But, like, I also love the idea of being limitless in terms of interplanetary travel in the vast universe. Like, I was the type of dude that was like historically like, fuck no, dude, there's no chance I'm getting in that motherfucking spaceship, dude. But honestly, man, like I've become more of like, receptive to the idea. I'm not trying to give up like Earth. Like I still want to maintain a crib on Earth, but maybe I throw my space crib up on Space Airbnb or something like that. But we'll figure it out, dude. But I'm just saying, there's a lot of controversy right now, a lot of negativity, understandably so, dude. You know what I'm saying? I definitely hear y'all on the concerns. I got concerns too, but I'm just saying maybe we should be open to the interplanetary thing. Even if it means rebooting NASA, whatever, dude. I'm just saying. But yeah, dude, so anyway, I believe on the last pod, man, I was telling y'all a bit about my trip to Panama in Ecuador. I think I chatted about the Panama section of the trip and then touched on kind of getting to El Lugar Ayampe en Ayampe, and cercano del Mar Pacífico. You know what I'm saying? And bro, it was so sick. Me and Swank Surf, dude, we hit a run the one day into the jungle, dude. And I saw leafcutter ants for the first time. So sick, dude. I might cut a little video in of the leafcutter ants. But, being that I've been trying to run more, marathon training stuff. Like I was trying to get a run in, and I just like completely failed pretty early in the run, and it was just this rugged dirt road going into the jungle. So, um, I was like, it turned into a long hike, honestly. But yeah, dude, we turned the corner, like walked down, saw all kinds of like crazy butterflies and bird species on this river. It was like so sick, dude. Like it made me kind of feel like, yo, I kind of want to get more into the natural world more. Like I'm big on nature, like I kind of always have been, but I don't really know too much about other species, bro. So like that's something I'm trying to get into. So if y'all got any like neat books or YouTube channels that y'all want to drop on where I could learn about species besides humans, like hit me up, dude. But yeah, man. So that was sick. The following day, dude, we went to this place called Las Tunas, I think, and like my friend Logan and Christina's friend picked us up, and we went surfing there at sunset. Like the water was like 84 degrees Fahrenheit, dude. Like massive like cliffs, these green cliffs around. It was magical, dude. We were just surfing there at sunset. I'm like pretty rusty on a surfboard right now. I surfed a lot more, I would say, like in my early 20s, but the last few years, not too much. So, like, I honestly didn't even, like, catch anything, but it was so dope to be back out there, dude. And, like, I knew I would have been kicking myself if, like, I didn't paddle out at all on the trip. But the day that we were out there, it was, like, pretty approachable because um, certain, like, Pacific like swells down in Latin America can be super freaking intimidating, dude. Like I was in El Salvador during monsoon season a few years ago, and it was like a lot of point breaks there. So like one, I didn't want to paddle out and like not know like what the best route was to like avoid the rocks and stuff, but like even the beach break that I was at in El Zonte, dude, it was like super intimidating. So I didn't end up surfing on that trip. It wasn't really meant to be a surfing trip. Like I was just like curious about El Salvador, like a couple years into the Nayib Bukele like presidency. Cause like as y'all will learn on this pod, like I am really big on geopolitics, like and like identity and stuff like that. Like I love talking to people on the ground and like comparing that with like how that uh, contrasts or compares with like my idea of a place like prior to going. Um, so yeah, dude, like that was a sick trip for sure. Um, but yeah, waves in El Salvador during monsoon season were kind of intimidating. But I did surf in Nicaragua a couple years ago, and it was like pretty chill and approachable. Probably based on like the time of the year that I've been going out too. But it's like um the beginning of March here in North Carolina, and like I'm thinking about picking up like a new like 3-2 or like 4-3 wetsuit and just getting back into surfing in like an intentional way. I'm like 10 minutes from the beach here, so like I just like it feels really good to ride a wave, that's for sure. And it's like a great way to start the day and stuff like that. So yeah, dude, might get into it, but my roommate Swank Surf, dude, like he's always shaping surfboards from scratch at the crib too, so that's been a big inspiration as well. But yeah, man. So the surf session Las Tunas was sick. Like I think like the following day we went to this place where like it was like between Las Tunas and Ayampe, and was like the closest thing. It was a farm to table, but if you got the farm and the table, that distance of 2 was the shortest I've ever seen, dog. Like, we go to this place, it's like in the jungle. They got these old jungle trees lit up and stuff. They got like a nice like indoor bar, like, but like the rest is like just tables basically outside. And bro, they had pigs there. They had like cows, chickens, all on site, dude. And the pork sandwich I got, bro, was crazy, dude. Like, probably top pork sandwich of my life, dude. Like, in my 30 and a half, almost 31 years, it was amazing, dude. Delicious, nutritious, ambitious. Felt so good it seemed almost fictitious. Had my stomach in stitches. Um, yeah, that's as far as I'm gonna take that rhyme. But dude, was so good. Yeah, man, just like a special place, dude. And then like basically like every night in El Lugar Ayampe, dude, we just like polished the night off with some ping pong, dude. I rusted off the I brushed off the rust on the old ping pong hand, dude. Still kind of struggle with like, I guess it'd be the forehand here. Like I'm more of a backhander, in the ping pong game, but honestly, like, Christina and Logan's like little son was just like destroying me in ping pong. So maybe something I'll get into, bro. But the thing about ping pong, bro, is like you don't really slam the ball, dude, because it's such a light ball. Like you really got to be like easy with it. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like I rarely get like a volley beyond like 2 or 3 back and forth. You know what I'm saying? Um, but anyway, dude, like I'm I think I might call the pod here, dude. I just wanted to share another one with y'all, but yeah, dude, I think we covered a lot too. In this pod today, we talked about the Gifted Hands track. We talked about interplanetary spaceship travel. And we chatted about a little bit more about my trip too, man. So I'll think of something cool for tomorrow, dude. Lots I want to chat about. But if y'all are feeling it, man, you can hit subscribe or maybe hit me with a like. But like, I'm not gonna be one of those, content creators that says like, yo, you should do this, bro, because like you shouldn't do anything, dude. You shouldn't feel motivated. Like, you shouldn't be hitting yourself with some should statements, dude. But if you vibe with me, if you want to, bro, you could hit subscribe. But if not, dude, just move on. Find a content creator that you do vibe with, dude. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully you can realize all your content, watching dreams. But man, just wanted to send love to you, dude, the audience. And yeah, dude, we'll be back. We'll be back online sometime soon, brother, man. But yeah. Much love.